Thank you, Justin. Many of you are still dealing with financial and emotional stress from Hurricane Florence. Here with me now is Pamela Salisbury with FEMA to give us kind of an update on what's going on with FEMA. Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you so much for having me. I appreciate the time that you're giving to FEMA so that we can tell folks what's going on with the road to recovery. It's a tough road to navigate, but we are here for the long haul to help folks as much as we can. I know these are trying times. And this cold weather, you've been talking about it all morning, it is impacting survivors and those who work to help survivors. One of our disaster recovery centers was in an open air fairgrounds. It was in a farm area. Okay. And so it was enclosed, but it was also open air. And so that recovery center has been closed, and now it's opening in a new location. The Disaster Recovery Center in Whiteville in Columbus County opens today at 12 in a new location. It's at the Econo Lodge at 503 North J.K. Powell Boulevard. It's in Whiteville, North Carolina. The hours are today from noon to 6, tomorrow, Friday, November 30th, 9 to 6, and Saturday, December 1st, 9 to 6. Okay. You know, we work with state and local officials to find the best place for temporary disaster recovery centers, and sometimes they are in open air locations. And so with the weather being the way it was, we made a quick decision so that we could protect from the elements the folks who are coming in for assistance as well as the people who work there. And
one of the things you wanted to point out was that you can pay for that hotel with your assistance money.
Yeah, what we want is for folks who are already registered for disaster recovery assistance to stay active in the process and to let us know if they have any changes in their housing. We were talking about the cold weather, and there are folks who are registered in our home repair program, and they may be sheltering in place while they're waiting for their home to be repaired. Maybe there's one room that's functional, but it has no heat. Well, they can use that grant money to pay for hotel stays and just keep the records, keep it documented, let us know what's going on, and that may pave the way for additional assistance. And speaking of that assistance, those who are getting rental assistance may be coming up on a deadline. We usually pay like 2 months worth of expenses for rental assistance. And if they're coming up on a deadline on that, they can let us know and they can apply to have an extension for additional aid. The bottom line is we want to work with people through this process. We know there's a lot going on. There's a lot of confusion. We don't want folks to wonder, well, what's going to happen next? I don't know what's going on. If they call us on our helpline, which is 800-662-FEMA, 800-661-FEMA, they can get help right away. So it's 800-621-FEMA. Or they can go online, disasterassistance.gov. We have a phone app. Folks are very tech savvy. They can also download the app. The bottom line is there's several ways to contact us, and if a disaster recovery center is closing, I know you talked about closings earlier, it doesn't mean that there's no more help available. It just means you can't actually see someone face to face. You can give us a call, you can go online, you can do it over the phone. We are trying to help folks get to the other side of this disaster.
Really good information. I know there's so much more we could talk about. We're running out of time. Anything quickly that you just want to add?
Well, we've got a deadline approaching for registration. That's December 13th, and we want folks to go ahead and register. If they're sitting on the fence wondering if they're eligible for disaster assistance, we want them to go ahead and put themselves in the process before that deadline.
Great advice. And of course, we'll have more details on our website. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
I appreciate it.
And if you have a community event or nonprofit you want to share with our viewers, let us know. Email newsroom@wwaytv3.com to get more information on scheduling an interview for Good Morning Carolina. We'll be right back.